audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Camille Majdali.
A wonderful opportunity to reflect on sound Christian teaching. Sometimes we call it Christian doctrine. And we're looking at a summary of Christian doctrine, which is contained in the Nicene Creed. Lots of elements to this Nicene Creed, and one which is, for some, particularly controversial, Camille. A line in the Nicene Creed that says, "We believe in one holy, Catholic and apostolic church." What are your thoughts on what that means?
All right. Well, first of all, we believe in God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We believe in the work of Christ, who died, suffered, buried, rose again. This is the gospel. And we believe in the Holy Spirit. Now it goes on to say, we believe in one holy, Catholic, and apostolic church. So what does it mean? The word Catholic is actually with a small c. So it's not talking about the Roman Catholic Church headquartered in the Vatican. It's talking about Catholic meaning universal. And indeed, all born-again believers belong to the universal church. It says in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 13, we are baptized by one Spirit into one body. That one body is the universal church. And can I just say, let's take a moment. What do we mean by church? This was first announced in the Gospel of Matthew 16, and I believe it's verse 18, where Jesus asked Peter, "Who do you say that I am?" And he says, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Peter says, "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." Jesus actually did a play on words because the name Peter or Petra or Petrus means little stone. It's a little rock, maybe like a pebble. But on this rock, and we believe the rock he's talking about is the confession of his identity, the Christ, the Son of the living God. On this confession of who I am, I will build my church. Because the church is not based on an apostle, Peter or otherwise, the church is based on Jesus Christ. That's why it's called the Christian or Christian church. It's his church and nobody else's. And this is the first time the word church is ever mentioned in the Bible, is in Matthew 16:18. Peter had to have a revelation of who Christ is before he can understand that Christ is building his church. Church means ecclesia, the called out ones. So it's talking about called out redeemed Jewish people and called out redeemed Gentile people. And these two become one church with no middle wall of partition between them. So Catholic means universal and apostolic means from the apostles. The church is built on the foundation of the apostles and the prophets. Jesus Christ is the chief cornerstone.
Misunderstandings about this sort of thing, Camille, can be very divisive. What's your advice for people who have come up across some people who might be prickly when it comes to these sorts of issues about Catholic and apostolic in the Creed?
It's very important to remember to keep your eyes on the Lord. If we look at people with their faults and failings, like Peter walking on the water, we will sink. But if we keep our eyes on Jesus, we will keep afloat each and every time.
Faith and the future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Camille Majdali from Teach All Nations. Find articles, videos and podcasts from Dr. Camille, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future in the Vision app or at vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.